Hey y'all, we're gonna go ahead and make a king cake. So in my bread machine, and you don't have to have a bread machine for this, you can do this in a KitchenAid or you can do this by hand. I have 3.5 cups of all-purpose flour, and I have sifted my flour. You don't have to sift it, but I do. You're gonna need 1 packet of yeast. You're gonna need 1/4 cup of white sugar. Then we're going to need 1 teaspoon of salt. All right, let's put our 1 teaspoon of salt. Then we're going to need 1/4 cup of room temperature milk. We're going to need 2 eggs. 1 cup of sour cream. And then we're going to need 4 tablespoons of butter that we're just going to cube up and throw in. We're going to just stick up our cubes of little pats of butter in here. And I got my bread machine on. Once this stops mixing and going around, then we're going to shut this off and we're going to put this in an oiled bowl. So we'll see you back here in just a little bit, and I'll show you what it looks like as it goes around. As you can see, it's turning around and spinning and spinning. Now, if it's too dry, just go ahead and add a little bit more, either milk or a little bit of water. If it's too wet, you can just go ahead and add a little flour. But once it forms into a ball, you're good to go. You'd rather have it a little bit on the tackier side than the dry side. Alright, y'all, so it just came out, and I got it in a greased bowl. We're going to let this sit. I'm going to put it in my refrigerator, and I'm going to put some saran wrap on top for about 30 minutes while we get our toppings and our filling ready. Alright, y'all, now we're going to do our cream cheese mixture. You're going to need 1 block of cream cheese, 1/2 cup of powdered sugar, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And we're going to mix this all together until it's smooth. Here's the cream cheese mixture. Now we're going to go ahead and set this to the side. And now we're going to work on our cinnamon filling. Y'all, you're going to need 2/3 cup of brown sugar. You're going to need 6 tablespoons of room temperature butter. And then you're going to need 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. And you're going to mix this up until it's like coarse crumbs. All mixed up. Now we're going to pull our dough out and roll it into a large rectangle on the counter. So to roll out our dough, instead of putting flour down, you want to use some powdered sugar because it will not dry your dough out. Okay, so let me get my dough. Now we want to roll it out into a large rectangle. So we got that rolled out. Now we're going to divide this into 3 pieces. Now, so we got it all into 3 pieces. So then we're going to take our cinnamon and we're going to take it and just spread it around on all 3 of our pieces. And we're going to do the same thing with the cream cheese. Got the cinnamon all over there. Now we're going to put the cream cheese, and we're going to put a little bit on each one of these as well. So I got the cream cheese in there. I'm going to go ahead and put the little baby. And I have this strawberry stuff. And I'm going to put a little bit on each one as well. Again, you can pick and choose the toppings that you prefer. And then we're going to roll them up. You want to roll it like a cinnamon roll. And I should have did it the other way so it's facing me. And then we're going to take this and pull it over to try to seal it. And we're going to do this with all 3. What we're going to do is once you get them all sealed, we're going to braid these together. You get it braided, then you're going to put it on the sheet pan and you're going to make it into a round circle. Once you get it into a circle, you're going to let this rest for about 15 minutes. Alright y'all, we're going to work on the icing for the top. We got 2 tablespoons of milk in here. We're going to need a half a teaspoon of vanilla. Then we're going to need 2 cups of powdered sugar. 1 cup of powdered sugar in there. Now I got to work on my other one. And I need 1 more. Alright, and then we're going to need 1½ tablespoons of melted butter. Here's my 1½ tablespoons of melted butter. And we're going to mix this around until it is smooth. And you want to go ahead and preheat your oven at 350 degrees. So that's all mixed up. And it'll pour like that. So we'll set this to the side. And we're going to get our king cake in the oven. 350 degrees for about 30 minutes. I'll let you know exactly how long it took me. Alright y'all, it's been in there for 30 minutes. So we're going to take our icing and we're going to drizzle it all over the warm cake. And then we will get our sprinkles on there. It doesn't have to be perfect. Alright. And then we're going to go ahead and take some green. Yellowish gold. And then purple. Green, then the gold, and then the purple. And we'll go ahead and cut up a piece here in just a second. So that's what it looks like when it's all done and cut. Just let it cool a little bit before you cut it, because if not, your toppings are going to come out everywhere. So give this a try. If anybody has any comments, questions, or concerns, don't hesitate to reach out. The link for the cookbook will be above and below this post. And please remember to like and share. And I hope everybody has a great night.